again after the pick six. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Now, first catch for Jeffrey. Good enough for a first down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. Here's Ajayi. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. On the stop was T.J. McDonald.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll toss it to Ajayi. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Play action. Now Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27. Alshon Jeffrey so dangerous even when a defender's near him.
He's got such a big body, ability to run, positions himself well, excellent control. And you're exactly right. Even if people are draped on him, he often comes up with the catch. He really symbolizes what people are looking for in receivers in today's NFL.
They run with Ajayi. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and, you're right, they're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
To throw, it's Wentz. He'll buy some time right. And he'll score! Touchdown, Eagles! Carson Wentz, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And that's off the mark, incomplete. It was Jalen Mills getting a hand in there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And down he'll go at the 25. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Here's Tannehill. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a first down. Draw play. Tannehill gives to Drake. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Rodney McLeod that time able to knock it away.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he finds Stills, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Tannehill finding Stills, and it's a Dolphin first down. On first down, Drake. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On second down, here's Tannehill. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Hey, 20. 3rd and 2, Tannehill. Throw left side, complete. It's Drake. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Tannehill. On the right side, open is Gesicki. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Again, Tannehill. On the left side, this is Stills. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
The Dolphins on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is third down and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. On fourth down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Here's Matt Hawk now to punt. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. And look at this, it's a fake. And he cuts it back right, and he's got a crease. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. 17 yards on the fake punt, and that's going to be a first down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move. But oftentimes it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now on 2nd down, this is Gore. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. On 4th down, Tannehill. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Back to the ground game here. Gore. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. And to the left side here, Wilson. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Dancing, and now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And the offense is able to pounce on it inside the 5-yard line. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Out Out of the gun, Tannehill. And it's caught. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. It's caught, Stills, right side. And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. On 1st down, it's Gore. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost...
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Nigel Bradham in there to bury him for a loss of 11. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long. Tannehill now to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Well, now they'll start 3 yards shy of midfield after that long 57-yard miss. They'll begin the drive with a jive. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Kiko Alonso, the former Eagle, coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now a play fake. Wentz. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Wentz to throw for it on 4th. They'll roll him out right. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a toss play. It's a Jay. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jay, 30 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They'll stick to the ground game with Gore. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Let's go. Hit. 30. Play.
Now it's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Matt Hawk now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll start out on the ground with a Jay. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now Wentz on the bootleg. It's complete to Golden Tate. And they work this well upfield across the 45. First catch so far for Tate, and he's got a 1st down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
On 1st down, Adams trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Lefty.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Cameron Wake in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Black, come on. Hey, Lou. Lose 5-7. Black.
On third and long, it's Wentz. Aguilar has it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Black. Hey, ram. Touch. 81.
Wentz now on first down. Ball's incomplete. It'll be second down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
On play action, Wentz steps away to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Play action. Now Wentz. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This for the lead in the final stages. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon. So apparently, neither guy is immune.
They'll start on the ground with Gore. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill sliding out of the pocket. Throwing left side, it's complete. He got 29 yards that time.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff for Gore. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Tannehill. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Sanders is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Cameron Wake in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here we go. Ready? Two jet.
He'll look to throw. And Tate's got it. He's at the 30, the 20. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play there for the Eagles on 3rd down. 54 yards. Back to throw. Goes underneath for Sproles. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Well, partner, still a head-scratcher to me how this one ended. Down 3. I just thought, no matter the situation, you're in a spot where you can kick that field goal and go to overtime. Why not do it?
And this is where I think the analytics guys are going to continue to get more and more traction in the league. We've talked about different people now saying, I need a game management coach, someone in the booth to take the emotion out of it. Did they lose track of where they were on the clock, right? Did they lose track of where they were on the field? Was it makeable for their kicker? All those things come into play here, and it turns out they don't get it done.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Philly.
this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. Look at them, how to make it in America. Real day one, ain't a lot of us. Mom worked 2 jobs, it was hard for us. Me and sis made it out, now she proud of us. They didn't teach me how to rap in those private schools. Wasn't like my rich friends, had a lot to lose. Less money, less options, lot of rules. So when that first deal came, it was opportune. And shorty got potential, I scout that. She say she in love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's to the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shorty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. No money, now I'm in the Benz truck with a new honey. They said I wouldn't make it, I'm like, you funny. Laughing at my haters like, you dummies. The night is young, girl, what can you do for me? 6 figures, 5 shows, big ballin'. Look, I'm very important. I took a break, had some things I had to get sorted. I might retire in my prime like I'm M. Jordan. Table dancing in Southampton. Use the glasses for banners. Be cooling out in the whip, but I done there every girl on my list. KD at the 3, Djokovic with the racket. Phelps in the pool, I'm like Speed at the Masters. Girl, you know you a bad. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we're ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. High five, baby, high five. Let's go.
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, rip on 2. On here.
Now it's a Giant. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Hey, other side, solid, solid.
This is Ajayi, able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Let's go. Hey, ram.
Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. Over the middle, complete to Tate. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Robert Quinn in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Wentz to throw on second down. It's complete. It's Sproles. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Working from the gun, Wentz. He can run for it, and he will. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. He's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
You don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Now they'll run it on the toss. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Great 57.
And on the ground they go with a running back. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches, you say, son.
This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey from 3 yards out. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. He was looking that time for Stills. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. We have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up the score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
The safety, Rashad Jones, brings him down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, a 22.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. From the gun, it's Wentz. A dump off to Sproles. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Ram. Here we go. 20. Trey 15.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now 14-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out come the Dolphins now. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Third and long, it's Tannehill. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And out now come the Eagles. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. Shotgun now for Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. That one goes for 24 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Wentz now, only 1 pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now Wentz again. And this is going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Good. Lady. Squeeze, double.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He's going to fire one deep, middle. He's got a man, complete. It's a big play here for the Dolphins on 3rd. 48 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Again, Tannehill. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Buying time to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays you can't account for?
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. A Philadelphia 1st down, Wentz finding Matthews.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Wentz now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
Great.
Now Wentz. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. On 1st down, Wentz. And down They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
81.
To throw, it's Wentz. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now Wentz. Being chased out left. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. From the left hash, this from 39. And Elliott puts this one through. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end the drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Tannehill. And he finds Danny Amendola. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and...
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Albert Wilson, 49 yards. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Sanders now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore.
This one, seven. Here we go. 280. Lefty, lefty.
And they'll go on the ground. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact.
Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Time to establish the run game. It's Gore. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Again, they run. Again, it's Gore. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up first and goal inside the 10.
And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the left.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Fletcher Cox able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he's going to go down again. Brandon Graham in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. Sanders' kick is good, and they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Wentz. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Robert Quinn in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Play action. Now Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Wentz now on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at about the 32. After the interception, here's Tannehill. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Now Sproles. Back now in Miami as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. Pretty move. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point. Continue to possess the football. gain some yardage and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Eagles on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Wentz on the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. The Eagles indeed snap it. Wentz. And the pressure gets to him again. Robert Quinn getting him once again. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Deep.
On 1st down, Tannehill. Incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. On the handoff, it's Gore. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, took a little more time off the clock, Mickey.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Wentz now on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. They go with the screen to Gore. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And that'll bring up fourth down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down.
Hey, 20. Hey, 20.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
Great 15.
Wentz to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Third and long, it's Tannehill. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Brandon Graham in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
And twice in a row, the quarterback goes down. This offense needs 2 scores, not giving up 2 sacks.
He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are likely going to win it. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Lion.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Broken broken tackle. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They run again with Ajayi. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jay Ajayi, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember what...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing is Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They come out here in the eye. Wentz going to throw. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. And with that, we sign off from Miami.